Warning for all those that don't know about Birdo. She got a what I call motor. He got a what I damn. I almost called him a she. He got a damn motor mouth.
I do respect your sexuality.
I mean, actually, you pretty much, have you done it?
You pretty much, you pretty much have.
Honestly, that's pretty privileged. Honestly, obviously you're lying once again because you would have basically, showed the clip and basically, posted in front of everyone. If you honestly said that.
I tell you, the one thing, Drea did correct was by informing Birdo, he ain't, goddamn it, I almost did it again. He ain't nothing more than fodder, cannon fodder for her, because she's got everybody pissed off at her. For good reason, too. Here I go standing up for her about the Deadpool thing being wrong. And I say it back to the people, that have reported stuff like that. Give them a taste of their own medicine. And then she gonna turn around and put me in some bullshit yet again. And, she has no sense of, she saw that and she was like, hey, I appreciate that, She was appreciative for all of about 10 seconds. And then 10 seconds later, when somebody said, oh, fuck Square and Pete on my fucking blah, 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 she just was like, oh, yeah, fucking. Because that's about her length and span of attention span she's got.
So guess what? Then again, you're obviously lying. You don't like the fucking truth. Do you? You really don't. I guess because another thing though is you also made up trying to sit up there talking about. She was talking about your kid and this and that. I guess that was another lie you came up with. She never talked about your kid until you're.
Excuse me, Paula is down for whatever. Paula couldn't wait and giggled when some little dead girl's name was put on a tomb for a cartoon and shit. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Paula's pissed off so many people in the community.
I gotta say, Andrea is technically right on this.
A fuck stick like you to begin with. Okay.
I gotta give her credit where she's got credit due.
Need fodder and a filler. That's all you do is come in and fill the dead air for Paula.
Yep.
Now, actually, you're pretty wrong.
No, what I'm telling
That's exactly what she has you do, Birdo. You're just too stupid to realize that.
She's already been excommunicated from her community. So
kind of like Birdo.
Why she has been, and you're just simping for her blindly because your own community just doesn't let you on the panels anymore because you've worn out your welcome. Tell the truth.
Nope, y'all are lying.
Yep, you worn out your welcome.
Because you're both outcast.
Yeah, I know. I never check my text. I'm just joking around, man.
And you kill panels. But tell me more.
Once again,
you kill panels, Birdo.
Once again, because it's another thing though.
Once again, you're lying.
That's not me. That she never used me. For nothing. Guess what? Y'all sure did. Y'all have used me. For stuff. And guess what? Y'all have
y'all.
Lying. So you cannot put the blame on me on someone else when you're the one going around.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
You're coming into a community, linking up with the misfit, the shunned one, and you're going to fight all their battles so that you can have a place to play. So go find your playpen and get in it. Paula made a pink couch playpen. Paula painted a pink room for you because you're her new little pink baby girl that she's never going to have. She likes to tease women who have children. So you're her daughter. How's it feel?
Another thing though is this. You also just made up
Why are you answering my question?
See what you're doing right now? Yeah, that's a lie in perspective. From your point that is not very true. So you just basically lied once again. Because you're saying coming from your point of view,
there is no basically lying.
See, once again, I just called you out on another lie. See, I call you fucking
dumb. You're fucking dumb.
Because you basically trying to sit there and
you're a bro. You're a dude. Shut the fuck up. Answer her fucking question.
Paula made a playpen.
Damn, she's like, you're a bro, you're a dude. Who would have known that Sly would take up the fight for the transgender ideologies?
She wants you around.
Sly's taking the fight head on.
You need to understand that. It's the nature of
She's like, I'm tired of women being
she will let you come to her house. Why don't you just go to
mislabeled of what about a woman is when she really could give a shit less.
You're gonna answer one of my questions when you get on the
She ain't gonna answer shit. God dang it, I did it again. He ain't gonna answer shit.
And another, it says you also lies about that as well, because she only gave me.
He acts like a girl so much, it's almost hard not to.
She only gave me that problem so I can see my thoughts and opinions on things. Because guess what? Because she knows that I am the same. Guess what? And a lot of people know it too. So guess what?
She buddy trolled you, Birdo.
And that's another lie you're basically
from another channel, sniping, laughing at you.
Andrea just comes in so cool. Are you interested?
Yeah, right now she's sniping and laughing, going, Birdo's dancing like my little puppet. Dance, Birdo, dance.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Mic drop. Mic drop.
Let me guess, she gave Birdo a wrench, didn't she?
If Paula sent you a ticket, would you come there, Berto?
And another note is this. I mean, why make about the right?
Andrea said, if she sent you a ticket, would you come?
Yeah, exactly. You get a very good kick out of it, right? But it just goes to show that you're only destroying your own. Fucking character.
What you're saying. But anyways, would you go to Paulette as if she invited you and paid?
Would you go to Pauletta?
You and y'all are honestly mad because y'all.
Hello, sir. We're asking you a question.
Sir.
Answer the question, sir.
And that's exactly why y'all trying to put the script. I mean, right now, because y'all don't want to be called out on y'all.
Would you go to the fucking farm or what, dude? Yes or no? Do you like horses?
Not knowing that you're going to.
Now, see, Andrea, I got to call out your hypocriticalnism because you just said, I've never disrespected your sex. No, you just kind of did. Not that I could give a shit, but I'm just saying.
Each and every single time. And guess what? That's why you're trying to put the script. I mean, answer right now. Because you're.
Yeah, I'm on StreamYard.
Script? Yay, we did it, girls.
It's just a different way you can stream.
We flipped the script.
We flipped the script. I'm a flip.
And guess what? And that's what I'm going to work on me on either. Because
how else do you think I'm playing this?
Why have the nerve to basically lie on fucking name?
I want to
why have the nerve to basically lie on my name? Why you gonna nerve to basically have to go around and basically doing that? Exactly, that's what y'all like doing, right? I mean, you want drama, I mean, right? You want a reaction, right? But guess what? I'm gonna give all to you. I'm gonna give you all the drama. I mean, that's what.
Ma'am.
Damn.
Calm the fuck down.
Man, shit, I mean, let's forget. I mean, go, because I can tell you right about that. Hey, bro, you want some more of this? You want some more, bro? Because I can go all day. I mean,
watch this.
So you want all this?
Berto's outside right now.
Is that what you want? You want to get on my fucking back?
In front of a crowd right now.
Is that what I mean? Because I'll fuck. I mean.
Oh, April and Sly's about to butt drop it like it's hot. Oh my God. Riding on a horse, you can whip your Porsche.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing.
And guess what? Then you're gonna try to put on some music.
You know, in my bed,
all the fucking answers.
Baby, she don't even matter. My love is a movie, bull riding in boobies. Wrangler on my booty.
So another thing is why did you stop lying on why did you stop lying on her name? Because that's one thing, I mean, where that is not
Sly's getting all fired up because Dre is muting out and blocking out Berto.
get close. I mean, real fucking quick, and it doesn't.
Slide getting all excited.
Neither. I mean, you always go around talking about everyone else, but you did a whole basically 4-hour live stream. I mean, the other day. From the day, I mean, other people, I mean, yourself.
I mean, you just can't hardly. I can't hardly listen to that. I mean, I understand them.
That's the only reason. And then Pauletta fucking captured you in his cage.
We had a totally normal talk up to see if they want to.
Black lives.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, how you honestly, say that. But guess what? I mean, I'm gonna, sit up here, allow me to laughing at you. Yeah, I mean, you see how fucking, I mean, triggering you hard right now.
Good God.
I want to know, because that's fucking weird ass shit. Because you're not a fucking woman. You're a dude. You have a fucking cock. You don't belong in women's restrooms. You don't belong in women's
shit.
Nothing.
Damn.
Are you a little, trigger on me right now? It's further underneath your fucking, skin. No. Is that what it is? I think that's pretty on me what it is.
Well, I tell y'all what. I'm thinking about, it's been a while since I looked at and seen if there's any new Fleece Johnson content out. Oh shit. Booty Warriors step-by-step guide to turning out new motherfuckers. Oh shit, should I expose that knowledge to people? Wore a dress and a wig to escape prison. We gonna watch some crazy ass interviews right now about real life shit. Booty for his birthday. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, caught red-handed using a fake device in a drug test. We're going to check out that video too. So I got a little playlist here. We're going to check out some miscellaneous content. Some of this content's going to be kind of raw and explicit. I mean, we looking at the Booty Warrior doing an interview. A couple of them.
See, all the time you plotting on some booty, I done been like
okay, buddy?
8 or 9 months without masturbating.
You okay, buddy?
My balls is heavy.
Oh, shit.
And when I
we don't need to know about that, please. We don't need to know about them balls. See, that's the only thing that's hard about listening to this guy. He's way too descriptive.
And I talk to him. What's up, man? Where you from? And they talk. See, that's another thing. You don't talk.
But I gave y'all viewer warning discretion.
You don't know me, man. I ain't trying to meet nobody. But they don't say all that. They talk. Oh, man, I'm from here. I'm from there. Yeah, man. You need to think I'm in store, bro. I run a store. And I got pops.
Man, take your store. Man, I'll go to the commissary if I need something. Fuck your store.
I got bologna, all that stuff in my store. Man. I got can of ham.
Man, fuck that shit.
Cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. I got clam chowder.
Yeah, the commissary got the same thing.
I got all that in my store, man.
The commissary might not have no fried chicken, but you want some other shit to get that.
That's what they usually do. Hey, I said, yeah, bro. If I get something out of the store, how can I cook it? I said, hey, man, I'll cook it for you, man. You got microwaves out there and shit, too. So you buy a lot of shit. My job is talking into get a lot of shit. And then one day
they call this the boo game, putting the boo game on them.
Boy, you got to start working out for somebody grab you, nigga, and I grab it. I know what you're gonna do. Somebody grab me like kids and all that. I'm gonna do this. Start rapping, and next thing you know, I switch home, get him on the bed, pin him down. I said, see you pick, let him up. We eat. Go through that. The next thing I do is show him you can't whoop me. See, that's the next thing. I show him you ain't stronger than me, and you can't whoop me. I show him that first. But I'm treating him good.
This is some psychological bullshit.
We start doing a little pet thing. I said, what's up, man? You gonna shoot some ball with me today? Yeah, I get you. I said, yeah, that's what you said yesterday. Take him out on the basketball court. Play ball. He back into me. Right, back it in, I'm hunting and shit. I let him feel it, right? I'm hard. He feel
Oh my God, bro.
But he didn't say nothing.
This motherfucker.
So I take any consideration. You know, you gonna say, hey man, what's up, man? Nigga, you hard or what? But he don't say nothing, you know. We eat again. It go on and go on. And then next thing you know, I'm petting. Good shot, man. I petting that. Good shot.
Oh my God, bro. Bro, why did they let this man out, bro? I've changed my position. Like, I bought the fucking propaganda bullshit that his little media team had put out. This motherfucker is a straight up predator, bro. He talking about how he get young guys while he up in the pen right now. You talking about the boo game?
Good shot. And I caress his butt. He don't say nothing.
This weird motherfucker, man.
You know, and then next thing you know, again, you know, I get him into the office.
Hey, next thing you know, I got him. You sick bastard.
I created all this. Hey, man. I looked in myself, bro. You know, I moved you.
What it is you done fucked with his mind and you got him fucking scared and confused and don't know what the fuck to do. That's what you done.
But look, 6 of my noodles is gone, bro. Killing my chili. And you telling me you didn't eat it, so who you give it to? Man, I ain't giving nobody all that shit. So we going through all. Man, I treat you like you a family.
Oh, making up shit's missing just to fucking give him shit. Yeah. I mean, of course, how did I not see that coming?
So I grabbed. I already know everything about it. His strengths and weaknesses. I learned that. So I grab him, we go to the bed, man. I get him in a hole that I already know he can't break out of. Keep me, talk to me. Nigga, talk to me. Choke me now. That I do it. So I let him up. We sat on the bed. I told him, I love you. I love you.
You was just choking the shit out of him. Now you talking about you love him.
I don't care about this.
This is some psychological torture shit, bro.
Let me tell you something. I want you to be man. You know what? I said, if you say you don't want to be man, you ready to die tonight. You ready to die.
You gonna die tonight. Well, like this motherfucker crazy.
And I'm torn, man.
Whoever's sitting there interviewing his ass laughing, they evil as fuck too.
I ain't left the baby to touch myself. My balls is heavy. Then I say, look, I don't want you to do nothing you don't want to do. Do you want to love me? He said, yes. I'm gonna love you. All that was in his butt. I pulled it out.
This was a bad idea to decide to play this content.
So my investment paid off. So
you sick son of a bitch.
He comes in. I said, hey, baby, how was your day? It was good, sis. I stroked him while I was up in it. I'm squeezing his breast. Then he called
oh my God! Shut up!
His breast. You're a woman.
Fuck it. I'm taking the rest of these off when I get back in. We is not finna watch this shit.
What love would I be if I can't get my woman out? I'm stroking him. And he leaned back and on him up in. So I'm telling you young guys, I love you. I do. When I was locked up, I loved you, man. When you come in, hey, bro, who you shot?
It's crazy motherfucker, man.
I don't care who you shot.
It is a travesty of the fucking justice system that this man is out.
You better not go to prison.
Don't go to prison, boy.
Hey, we out.
We out.
Yeah, don't go to prison. You might meet me. Looking ass. Fucking weirdo motherfucker. This man is fucking evil, man. I can't believe I was that dumb.
So
I thought he had gotten into a fucked up system and it changed him and all that. Oh, fuck this motherfucker. This motherfucker evil.
Well, we was in the joint, I had that boy, or I wouldn't mind sneaking off and
No, never. But I'm tell you what though, I've seen now let me take it back.
This motherfucker.
Let me take it back. It is a good one because before I got out of the halfway house and solved that problem, they had a sissy that they brought from the prison, had titties and shit. They had two of them. And one of them knew me from prison, right? Mm-hmm. And I never with him, but he just knew me, right? He knew who I was when I was in there and all this shit. So the other one, they had titties and shit. He had titties with big old ass, and they used
what
to
the fuck?
And by my room, and I was getting ready to turn one of them up. No, for real, but it didn't work out like that.
What the fuck, bro?
Then the argument went up front, and then came back like I was responsible, and they put me out there.
Okay, Joker.
They put me out that motherfucker. I bet you he did cause the problem.
All right, this is of course Joker with Prison Stories 101. The first question I had is, did you ever want to escape prison? And if so, did you ever try?
Who is these motherfuckers that he's talking about?
I got shit before I could try. I escaped out of every place I've been to except in jail. Then them goers down they shot too. Them man, they killed one guy, about 10 too. guard was way over across that, and he had a weapon on another end, and the guard took a shot. And they not gonna miss. Oh yeah.
Hold on, Joke. He got one.
The girls was fronting me out, nigga.
He got a story for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, one day they got like they got like 200-300 big industrial sewing machines in there where they teach inmates how to sew, make all the sheets, the blankets, the jumpsuits, and all this. So back then you can get shit on the yard. They let us wear our own clothes back then, but now it's khaki out, right? So told her, oh, man, make me a dress, right? So I went to this sissy. So this sissy fixed me up with some bootstring, unraveled the bootstring, made a whole lot of hair and shit, right? Made a fucking wig, a bad motherfucking wig out of bootstring and shit. That motherfucker was nice, right? So I had stockings, high heels. I had to break that motherfucker off because I couldn't walk on them. I said, you ain't supposed to break it off of me. Shit, I can't walk on it. And so they brought a tool in, from the city, from my city, Louisville. I blended in with the tool. I got the dress on, the makeup, lipstick, and all that, and a bootstring hair, a wig, shit like. So they got this big T motherfucker, Sergeant Blick. I can say he was just like Bugs Bunny. He's like, but that, so he'll catch anything, and you can never catch him. He was like Bugs Bunny. You'll never get him cornered up when you can get him back, right? And so when they were leaving, we made it through the first gate. And I'm standing there with some stuff, books and stuff, holding it like that, trying to act like I'm looking around and shit. Nobody just ate at it, right? So we made it through the next gate, right? So then we got this gate go through. This is what they got the guard right here in this thing. He opens all these gates. So this gate here, then the last gate is you outside. This gate you open, you up in the administration building where the ward and all them offices and shit is at, right? I made it through that. So we get to the last gate. I'm outside now. I made it out the door. So now this van that all this group come in, I'm getting ready to get in the van, and then when I get up in there, motherfucker took a head count. They said, hold up. Big T. That's a pretty little female right there. Honey, can you step out? I turned my head like it. They said, hey, he's talking to you. I said, who? No, they try to talk, He said, come out. So I stepped out. He said, well, please, Dawson, look at you. Why you pretty little thing? So they go and they ain't there, right? So they told me, they say, look, now we can take you to court and charge you with this, right? We'll drop all charges if you let us take a picture. I said, what? It's a picture. I don't like that. That's how you so pretty and all that shit. They got that picture to this day, bro. Up in the captain's office. They held that picture for a long time. They held it, and I almost made it out of there, bro. That didn't happen for real.
What's your next question, Joe?
All right, so the next question is, we know that prison is always a hard place, but I'm just curious, did you ever fall in love in prison? And if so, with who and how did that go?
I just told him that I fell in love so much that I thought I got a motherfucker pregnant. I actually thought I got a person pregnant because, when I went to prison, I was 14 years old in jail.
He crazy.
I was 14 in jail. I turned 16 in prison, and I never had a girlfriend. So the first person I had sex with, he had me thinking I got him pregnant. I'm thinking about
This
saving
crazy
my money,
motherfucker.
take care of my kids, all this shit. Motherfucker trying to tell me, police, you tripping out, motherfucker. I ain't tripping, motherfucker. Get out my goddamn face. I beat one of you get talking about my son and shit like that. So they had to take me.
Yeah, you got one more question, Joker? Before we go?
Yes, one more question is, since you're known as the warrior, everybody around the world know you as that. But I would like to see if you could give us a story as far as your first assault. On who was it on? How old was he? What race was he? What was your first assault? Can you give us that story?
Shoot. My first assault where?
In jail, you told me who the first person you assaulted.
Oh, shit. My first was, I can really say shit. I can't tell you that shit. Cause boy, I did a lot of assaulting. But I told him, Oh yeah, the warden. Now there was a guard in our named Youngblood. He was nasty. All the inmates were scared of him, and he just ran for warden. And soon he got the warden job, he's making around to show all the prisoners, I'm your new warden. And I had a 3-gallon bucket of bleach that I boiled for 3 hours, and I threw it in his goddamn face and took all his skin, his lip fell off, his ears, all that shit. I put him in retirement. You ain't my goddamn warden. You nasty. I've been waiting on him for 3 years. Matter of fact, I had parole at the time I did it. People say, police, the institution, like, go home, man. I said, I told this hunky, I'm gonna get him, bro. And I'm telling you what he did to me.
He said, I told him I was gonna get him.
With nothing but this earned brotherhood, racist. And then he left the wall. I said, go on off the wall, fat motherfucker. He said, shut up, please. All you gonna do is rat on motherfuckers like you been doing. The motherfucker, we know you ain't did it. All you do is fight these guards and shit. I said, but I'm gonna get that son bitch, right? It took me.
I'm gonna get that son bitch.
And I took a 3-gallon bucket of bleach and threw it in his face. And I got
He gave up parole for that revenge.
He stayed in
the crazy.
18 months. Now, let me tell
you can tell he is institutionalized for real.
He got skin grafts.
He's scared to go leave on the real world, probably. At the time.
They still got me in a when they made that cell. That's why they put me in a. So they came one day for lunch. They said, hey, police, lunchtime, somebody heard to see you. And it was him. All up in the face now, right? And he put my tray in. Brown bean, hamburger, and the beans had a big stack of spit in it. About this high up the beans. Look like everybody in prison spit in it, right? and it was so dark, the piss in there was so dark, you can smell it. You like pneumonia, right? So I said, thank you, and took my hand and scraped that shit up in my hand and chewed it and swallowed it and drunk the shit and said, that's good. I need some more of that. I said, this shit tastes like beer. He quit. He said, I'm done. I'm done. If I didn't do it, I would have to face this son bitch every day and get tortured and tormented. I said, I can cut this right now. Get my body together. It ain't gonna kill me or nothing like that. Shit, me and my boys used to do golden showers all the time, so I know this shit ain't gonna.
Oh my God, this motherfucker.
My name Diesel from Out the Mail.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just come from doing 30 years, and I've seen hundreds of guys like yourself who've been a prisoner who never had a female before.
Right.
My question to you is, have you ever seen a father have his own son as his sissy?
Fleece is looking like, I don't know.
But I've seen some, I've seen something worse than that, though.
Like what? What's worse than that?
What I've seen worse than that. I'm sitting here talking to this black dude. So I don't ask people why you locked up and all this shit, right? He said, police, you ever gonna get out? I said, I don't give a about getting out. What about you? He said, maybe someday. He said, you know why I'm in there? I said, no. He said, I tried to kill my daddy. I said, why? He got pregnant. He got a girl pregnant and get ready to marry her. Come home one day and his daddy was over. So his daddy asked him, what you doing over? He said, what you mean when this is where I live at? And I'm glad you're over here, Dad. I want you to meet my fiance. He said, boy, it's your sister. Never told him he had a stepsister, right? And when he heard that, man, he almost beat his daddy to death, right? And he ended up in prison. So I asked him, I said, he said,
Good God.
He said, yeah, man, it's twins, man. Boys. I said, so what y'all gonna do now that you know it's your sister, you her brother?
But you said step.
Brains out, man.
He said step, or are they real brother and sister? 'Cause that's crazy.
He said, man, I can't wait to get out.
He's a little unclear on that.
Brains out, man.
He wants to blow her brains out. What?
I said, how'd she feel about it? He said, man, she said she wants me as her brother. Too late for that, police. And he went out there on it. And you know what happened? She killed him. We're trying to take it. I mean, this is some crazy shit. Well, go ahead.
Did you pray?
God dang. She killed him.
Well, no, motherfucker. I took booty support. That's what I called it. Booty support. That's what they give them motherfuckers paying attention. Booty support. And I needed that shit. I've been in there too long. Nothing's hot. I never had a girl.
This crazy motherfucker.
Booty support. Thank you. And not.
All right, that's about all I can take of that. That's about enough of that crazy shit.
Come up with your Terrell. You are
his parents, William Tyrell. His dad. Oh, sorry. And this is his mom, Rosanna Tyrell.
Are you familiar with what he did today?
We're familiar with what they said. We don't agree that that's right. We also agree that he's being held accountable for things that aren't really applicable in this case.
I'm asking him not to use drugs or alcohol.
I know.
That's all I'm asking him to do. And he's constantly testing positive, and now he's taking a Whizzinator.
Okay, pause. Did you catch that? A Whizzinator. That's not a Harry Potter wand. It's a fake urine device. And yes, it's illegal. Terrell just crossed from relapse to deception, and now we're talking potential. Jail time for tampering with a drug test. A Class B misdemeanor, folks. This just went from a treatment issue to a criminal one.
Into the room.
What's wrong?
He can be charged criminally for that. That's an offense in and of itself. Falsifying a drug test, it's a Class B misdemeanor. He's facing another 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine.
I mean, our concern and his concern is simple. This girl.
I'm not. No, we're not talking about the case. We're talking. No, we're talking about the ability to remain clean and sober, first and foremost. We're not even talking about the case at this point. We're only talking about remaining clean and sober. He's repeatedly been unable to do that. And now he's trying to fool us.
So he has an issue that we know.
I think what needs to happen is I think the first thing you need to do is you need to talk to your lawyer before you make any statements. The only thing I'm going to say is that I'm extremely upset, disappointed, and taking him to custody. You know, you've repeated.
Here's your courtroom reality check. Judges hate being lied to. You can hear it. This judge is laying it bare. Missed court appearances, failed drug tests, and now attempted fraud. This isn't just about addiction anymore. It's about accountability. and the judge is not pulling punches.
Repeatedly failed to appear for court. You've repeatedly tested positive for a lot of substances, and now you're trying to fool us yet again. It's unacceptable, and there has to be accountability. And you need to accept that you can't continue to do what you're doing, Mr. Terrell. You're digging yourself into a hole that you cannot crawl out of. This monkey on your back will be there for the rest of your life, and if you don't get out of it now, you're going to be 70 years old with the continual on your back, in and out of custody. You're so messed up right now, you can barely open your eyes, man.
Like, damn, that's not good. Huh.
Your Honor.
And I don't know if you're enabling it or you're closing your eyes because of the love that you have as a father, but
He has severe ADHD and severe Tourette syndrome. And we put him in a recovery center, and we told them, we sent them the documentation. They told us every day they were getting the medication they ever did. Never did, until they finally refused to answer my phone calls.
Let's talk system failure. The parents are saying the rehab center failed to medicate him properly. No ADHD meds, no treatment for Tourette's, and he spiraled. Can we blame the kid if the system failed first? Or is that just another excuse in a long chain of broken promises?
I kept calling him up what he needs to be on. I said, this ADHD medicine robs him of his chemicals and his dopamine chemicals in his brain. And he goes, he uses drugs to put them back. And I said, the Tourette's makes him not make good decisions. It's not a good combination. And they said, yes, that's the case in almost many drug addicts with ADHD. And they wouldn't fix it, right? And so I got pretty upset with him because he got out and he had a pill bottle that he got the day he got out. They had never given him any pills the entire time he was there for this thing. So I agree that it's a bad problem and a wrong problem, but I also agree it's not entirely his fault. I mean, I'd like to beat this on him, but that doesn't work.
Yeah, and it pains me because I think that as a father and as a mother, due to love, a lot of times, you know, and I don't know necessarily you, but people tend to kind of shut their eyes and become naive to the fact that they're using, be that as it may, he's trying to fool us, and it's unacceptable. And there has to be accountability for it. I can't just let him go when you're using a Whizzinator to try to fool us. It's unacceptable, and there has to be accountability. And the problem is that
I wonder how they're able to detect he's using a Whizzinator. Like, that's some next level. Like, I mean, you damn near wear it almost like a prosthetic penis. Like, damn, are they like watching him pee? Like, shit.
I think that what we need to do now is have him evaluated by our clinicians to see how we go forward. So what I'd like to do is, while he's in custody now, I can have it done in a very expedited manner. I can have it done within, today's what, Tuesday? We can hopefully have a report back by Friday to see, at the latest Monday, to see how we go forward. Our clinicians
having him put into custody, you know, because he is not going to stand for you trying to get one over on his testing people, his people of the court that work for the court that you know, try to make sure he's upholding his bond conditions. Like, you don't do that with Judge Fletcher. I mean, not and get a second chance. Like, you'd have to have an attorney that he just absolutely just cannot say no to. And even then, it'd be a long shot. Like, this is just one of those no-nonsense judges.
can talk to him, and if he's honest, figure a way to go about doing this. And I'm going to tell you now, while I have him here, I can pay everything for you, so you don't have to pay for a dime. If you're on the outside, though, I can't pay for it.
We can forward you doctor's records and things like that.
My only concern and the only thing I want now is our clinicians to be able to speak to him to see where we go forward. Mr. Terrell, I'm going to have you what's called TRAS to see, it's an evaluation to see where we go from here. If we get this TRAS back and it tells me that your little bunny's jumping in the woods and that there's no problems, then I know that you weren't honest, and I'm going to make you go do it right back again. And we're going to continue to do it until you're honest. But, you know, you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. You can't be like this forever.
Rewind that. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. That's courtroom wisdom right there. This judge knows when someone's playing games.
I forgot what it is. Thank you for your patience, but
You don't have to. And I'm really, really, truly sorry.
he did man up and come in. He wasn't going to. We had to fight with him and beg with him. He didn't.
To come in.
He didn't want
Of
to.
course. No one wants to go to jail.
And because he said, I said, he's not going to put you in jail. He goes, yes, he will. And I said, no, he has a heart. He's not going to put you in jail. He knows that you have a problem. The problem is the issue. I mean, stopping the thing that's causing this is the
Is
issue.
your last name Mr. Terrell?
Yes.
We've tried that. I gave him to you.
But he didn't, we tried it, but like I said, the underlying cause, which we've only just recently found, or found that it may, they've never treated.
I understand.
And
I
so
understand.
he's untreated and still being treated like it's a normal case, and it's not really.
I tried. I've given him back to you guys. I've asked him repeatedly to stay sober and not use, and he continues to do so. No matter how many times I give him to you, it's going to continue, and you have to realize it. And if you think that just
The judge isn't buying that they're
Okay, I'm gonna
excused, basically.
it may have, and yes, it may have.
So how long are you putting him in for?
I don't know. For now, I would like to have him TRAS to see where they go. My feeling is that they're probably going to say that he needs inpatient rehab.
He's already been to.
Not in the jail.
Yes, he has. You sentenced him to that last year. WIMAC.
I don't have act. We didn't put him in WIMAC. Did we do WIMAC with him?
They never actually treated the symptoms either.
So we have other, if WIMAC didn't work, we have other facilities that we can go to. And we've got at least 3 to 4 different facilities, and we can continue to put them into each facility until it fixes.
He has this felony case that this case is associated with this next week, of which we're hoping gets thrown out of court.
They have also facilities as well to help treat as well. We both do. We both have facilities. They have more resources than we do because there are more serious cases up there, so they have quite a bit of more resources.
They do have more resources. I mean, according to him, you know, and I tend to take what he says. I mean, he has no reason to lie about that.
It was for drugs because he was on probation for drugs. That's why he was.
No. What she's saying is that no, but she's saying no.
She said no, but this time.
Well, I think, Judge, they might be referring to the deferred was adjudicated based off of drug violations. He tested positive for many times for drugs. That's why his guilt was adjudicated in that case in this court. I think that may be what they're referring to.
It was because he was on probation for drugs. And they actually put him in there, and then, you know, when he came, he couldn't even get his lawyer when he came to court. He got a court-appointed lawyer. He had he paid for it twice. And it was very frustrating to us that he doesn't seem.
Now we're getting deep. The father says Terrell's being used as an example, that he's being punished, not treated. But let me ask you, if someone keeps breaking the rules, do you keep giving chances or finally enforce the consequences? Sound off in the comments.
Be getting fair treatment. You know, it doesn't, it seems like he's being held as an example and given as an example and not being given fair treatment and.
How is he not being given fair treatment?
Well,
Tell me.
I just really wanted, my wife is not gonna be happy if I.
Well, no, but it seems like you're blaming me for the situation, you know?
No, sir.
Well, he feels like that the judge isn't taking into account that he's like if he's got those two medical issues, that does suck.
The store knows you're en route. As soon as they confirm receipt of the parts, they'll release the funds. Standard disclaimers apply.
So
In the event that you're intercepted, everyone
you know, basically that's what they wish he'd take that into account and not be as hard on him. But he's gonna do this because he tried to like fool them. If he would have came in there and just been honest and admitted that he's probably going to have this or that in his system, he would have gotten admonished, but he might not have been put in jail. See, it's a lot different though that he went in there and tried to use something else. You know what I mean? Or to use a Wizinator device.
What we're trying to say that he never got
And they were told over and over. I wrote the court officials, the probation officers, everyone was told that he had these issues and problems. They did nothing about it. Okay, his attorney brought paperwork to the court, Mike Monk.
Yeah, just gave them the paperwork that told.
Nobody did anything about it. So we keep going. You guys keep claiming this stuff, but you just keep holding him up as an example and punishing him, and we never try to find out what's the problem.
You put people in jail when they violate conditions, when they do something against the law. We don't willy-nilly put people in jail for s and giggles. We don't do that. If someone has a true problem, then we give them the opportunity to try to do things on their own. When it becomes evident that they're unable to, that's when we try to step in. I don't do this out of hate.
Outside of he, you know, we know that he has a problem, but outside of that, like he has a felony charge, they aren't giving these bond requirements, and this misdemeanor court is giving these bond requirements when the felony court is not. So
I can't tell you what the felony court, I want to make sure that he's not using alcohol or drugs.
It has nothing to do with this case.
How do you know that? How do you know that he's charged with a felony assault? He's charged with interference with emergency request for assistance. How do you know that the drugs and alcohol that are using did not impact this?
Because he was sound asleep. All right, and she stuck a machete through his TV. Okay, I know we're not supposed to talk about it. I apologize.
Look,
that just feels very wrong.
I know that you see through the eyes of a loving father, and I'm not going to fault you for that. I get it, and I understand that. And I'm sorry, I really am. But I think that the best thing for him now is in a facility that he doesn't have access to drugs or alcohol. And I'm trying to do my best to keep him clean and sober. He tried to fool us now by using a Wizinator.
He didn't want to come in.
That's the whole thing. He didn't want to come in. He tried to use a Wizinator, but if he had just came in and been honest and owned up to the facts, and they explained what they think is the underlying issues, him not being medicated properly, so he's not getting the dopamine, you know, in his brain that he needs, so he's replacing it with drugs. Which, you know, when I heard him explain that, his father explained, like, I'm actually surprised that his dad is, number one, that educated, and number two, like, that involved. And that tells me that that might be a legitimate problem in that. But still, you still don't try to fool the court. I mean, just doing that is just asking to have your bond revoked and be placed in jail. I mean, I don't see how the father doesn't expect that.
He would rather be run, you know, I mean, that's why he didn't want to come back.
Okay, and you can't run forever, Mr. Terrell.
I know. I tell
So it's better to man up and get it done now than to run forever and do some irreparable damage. Just bear with me. I'm trying to do the best I can to keep him clean and sober.
Boom, bond revoked. That's a $20,000 wake-up call. And the judge just warned, test positive once more and the stakes go even higher. This isn't just about staying clean anymore. This is a legal pressure. Cooker, can Terrell handle it, or is this the beginning of a bigger fall?
So he doesn't pick up new cases.
Got to revoke his bond, is what he's asking.
Yes, I'm revoking his bond. I'm setting it at 20,004 right now. You know, but if you bond out, if you bond him out, that's your choice. But I'm going to continue with the same things that I'm doing. And I'm now going to have him come twice a week to test with me. And the next time he tests positive, and I don't care what it is, the bond is going to end up even higher than it is. And at some point, we're going to address the issue. But I'm not going to continue to let you use. The first thing we have to do is we have to evaluate to see which one is the best one. You know, they have mental health caseloads. They have other. The first thing that needs to happen is we have to have him evaluate, speak to a clinician. They can tell us which the best path to go forward. They may say he needs intensive outpatient treatment. They may say he needs SADF, which is an inpatient facility. I don't know until we have him evaluated. But understand, I like your son. I want the best for him. I really, truly, and he doesn't get it.
Oh, because we watched on TikTok him being in front of your court, you know, and we're going, what the heck is that doing on TikTok? You know?
I live stream all our proceedings, and that's what we do. So it adds transparency. So
I'm not helping.
Look, you're not making us mad, and I understand how you feel, and I get the loving father. I would be in the same position as you, but I want to keep him clean and sober. That's the bottom line. I've tried to do it the other way. It's not happening, and he's fooling us. So the only recourse I have is this. So if we can send it to your ass ASAP, hopefully we can have the report back by Friday. At the latest Monday, they will tell us which is the correct course to go, and then we can all sit and talk and decide what to do. You know, at the end of the day, if you want me to just do nothing and
I'd rather you help him.
you know, if you want me to let him go and just fend for himself, then it's on you. But know this is that what you guys are doing now, it's not working. And before long, he's going to really deteriorate. I've seen it happen all too much. All right.
And Judge, before we end this conversation with this defendant, I've spoken at pretrial about the records that they have about the defendant and what he did today. I'd like to obtain those records and get those provided to defense counsel as well, and provide that to felony. They're willing to provide that to me upon your oral consent to that. Okay. Pretrial, did you hear that? Okay, great. Thank you, Judge.
So getting him in more trouble.
No one's in more trouble. I mean, do you not see what I'm trying to do? If we wanted to put him in more trouble, we charge him with additional offenses.
Isn't that what he's trying to do?
No, we're here to help. And sometimes that may require this. Out there, it's not working.
I have your word that it's not going to come back.
No, I don't make the charging decisions. I'm not going to give you any kind of word. I'm going to give you my word that I'm going to try to help him as much as I can. But I need your help with that as well. I need your help with that as well. Look, I don't want to make.
The way he's talking, he's going to end up causing that prosecutor to charge him with something else for trying to fool him. I mean, you heard him say that it was technically a charge. They have the right to do that. Like, you know, but I get it. The father is upset with the way the system is.
Until he was with the case, with anything as well. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Just about giving the records to Mr. Haddad. Hold on a second. Until he talks to his lawyer, we shouldn't talk about the case at all. My only concern now is being clean and sober. That's my only concern at this point. Okay? So we're going to take him back. We'll have him to your ass as soon as possible. We can set it for Friday. Hopefully we can have the records back by then as far as what the thing is. And we'll go from there. Okay?
Judge.
Yasha.
When can I come back to follow up on this matter? Can I come back tomorrow?
When can we have him T-Raz?
Wait, Emery.
What day you say?
I'm just trying to keep this stuff out of evidence, so.
And so let's say we take him in now, he gets processed today, he's in POP tomorrow. Next Tuesday. Oh, you mean for the report to be back? Oh, okay. But I'm talking the actual evaluation. When do you think? Maybe Wednesday?
Morning, Bambi. I didn't see you till just now. Morning, guys. Happy to have y'all here.
Friday.
Private issue.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try to have him evaluated as quick as possible. Hopefully we can have it done by Friday and the report back by Monday or Tuesday. Okay. I'm gonna put him back now. So Yasha, if you'd like, we'll have you call the holdover so you can talk to Mr. Terrell now. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Judge, I confirm whatever Mr. Terrell just said, about the fact that he needs help. He needs to use his medication. I believe that if he does start using the medication, it will help his situation. I don't think jail time or incarceration is the solution. I really think that he needs help with his medication and some sort of rehab to get out of the situation he is in right now. I am actively working on both cases, the misdemeanor and the felony. I have provided some evidence to the felony prosecutors about the situation, and I'll keep checking back with them. If I have to go every day, I will.
And I trust that you will, Yasha. But unfortunately, due to him bringing a Wizinator into the drug testing room to try to, fool us, it's unacceptable. And I'm going to revoke his bond because of it. We're going to keep him. We'll try to have him, T-Raz as quick as possible to see how we go forward.
Yes, and let's get him T-Raz, and then I will look at the report and I will discuss it with him and his family, okay?
Look, at a minimum, the T-Raz will tell us which way they believe is the best course of action. I will leave it to you guys to decide whether you want to do it or not. If you don't want to do it, if you just want to, let him out and fend for himself, it's up to you guys. I will offer my services to you for free. If you want it, it's available to you. If you don't want it, then it's on you guys. Okay?
All right, bills.
Let's not talk about everything now. Let's just see for me.
Judge, did you say?
Well, hold on. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I want to know what
Yes, Judge.
is going on everything. Is
Yes,
it,
Judge.
why do you want all that?
So, Judge, that's.
To further charge?
I'm not gonna personally charge Judge, but I think that the state has a right to know about this if he's violating bond conditions for our purposes. I don't know what it's gonna be used for yet, but I think that the state and defense have a right to have this information, Judge.
No. I know. I don't because I don't want to add further fuel to the fire and damage. I don't think it's fair. I don't.
Judge, he's violating your conditions,
And he's going in there now.
I understand, but you don't think that the state has a right to this information?
I don't know. Let me look into it. I'll get back to you on it. I'll get back to you.
Respect the court. I defer to your judgment.
I understand.
I believe that.
Let me talk about it, and then I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
You file a written motion.
Sure.
Okay. Yes, sure.
Well, as you can see, that's what happens when you try to pull a courtroom and do Wizinators. I got my love scheduled. What's that, Miss Bambi? What are you talking about there? How are you doing this morning? Are you planning on going live soon? I don't know what this means. 6 a.m. this morning. Okay. Well, then I'll be getting off here before then. Just wanting to make sure. All right, guys, let me see what I can pull up next. DWI felony is worst case. Let's check this one out.
Watch this video to see how the felonies are under Judge Fleischer's fury and comment on these cases.
Yes, I did, and I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to see it live. Sure did. I'm streaming portrait mode, which is different, but this is actually a way that StreamYard's made available that you can stream now. And I was just testing it out. I woke up kind of early. Let's see if I can.